This is a quick video covering some of my adventures in coding for my websites and my business. This is an example of the design and development services page that I'm redesigning for my main website at roversoul.com. This is the card.co version of the design and development page. I'm expanding it to also include web hosting and management. And I like the way this works. Like, this is the website live, and it's a smooth Parallax transition and feature that I want to recreate on the main site. Not that there's anything wrong with this one, but when you go to roversoul.com, you land here and there are plenty of pages to explore, and I want to make sure I don't neglect the service end of the overall business amongst all these pages. So here's where I'm at this weekend on that project. As you can note, there are some similarities but some differences, and to illustrate that further, this is the preview version of it. So besides this bar, which I'm going to eventually change or just edit for this page individually, the scrolling effect isn't as seamless as it is with the original page on card.co. Now, why is that? There's a few reasons to explore. For one, this page, the foreground and the background, well, that's what Parallax comes down to in coding, in web design, in visual aesthetics. It's a scrolling effect that really is meant to try to add a sense of depth on your website or on whatever feature you have illustrated on your website. And it's beautiful when you're using it to semi-animate the background. I mean, you see how I emulated my transitions to kind of like evolve out of its original form. Like, everything is centered here, and as you go, the background stays the same, but some of the aesthetics around it, some of the elements change. Well, that's just several different versions of the same image broken down and individually placed on its own section. And that's the same here. Each image in the background really is the core image, just broken down, with an element missing. And when you look at it that way, it looks as if it's peeling away, or you're getting deeper into the aspect of the design in itself. That's the intended effect from my creative end, of course. What you interpret is up to the discretion of the viewer. But in this sense, it really is peeling away details and getting more intricate. Hence the point of advertising for design development. You want to explore those. Okay, what's the point of my business? How do I illustrate it, and how do I convey that creatively with visuals? And this is I like this. Like, right here, just between these two images changing, and it's almost seamless. I like it, and I want to recreate that for the main site. But as you can see, this is the preview mode right now. Actually, that's kind of wonky. Let's go ahead and re-preview that. This is just the build version of it. So each part is its own section. Maybe in the mobile view you can see the same effect. These are just sections. There's nothing dynamic going on yet. But then when you go back and preview it with these settings, it creates this scrolling visual of images morphing or changing. And as you can see, both images here, this is two layers. There's a background, and then there's this image here, which is actually by itself. And each section has two layers. And that scrolling effect is an interplay between the sections replacing one another, while that foreground layer, which is the information text section, comes in either before or ahead of it. originally that's how it looks on here. The difference is, so far, without doing too many tweaks and changes, which will be my next video of how to accurately get it to emulate this effect. But so far here, what it represents is a scroll shift, not so much as a static reveal. Like, this looks like it's not moving, but it is. The background's completely changing, but it's changing seamlessly. And here the background is kind of coming over the previous section, and I'm going more for that smoother reveal. So I hope this gave you some interest in exploring the differences between editorx and card.co and using Parallax. Also to note, just to give another quick example, this first image, I don't actually have it with a scroll behavior. So let me turn it on and see how that looks as a difference. The next video will be the difference between Parallax and reveal. Right now I have a combination of, some of these are not changing during scroll, some are set as Parallax. The first one, as we can see here, is set to none. So let's just see that difference, and then I'll wrap this video up and bring you something detailed and as a great follow-up later. So here we are. Now to see the difference, just compare before and after I turn on Parallax for the top image as well. It does allow more of a beginning transition because this one's also moving, but look at that difference. It's not in the same position at the same point compared to here. Like, at no point does the triangle or does any part of the image actually move up. It really is more so that it's revealed below or beneath the previous image. You can kind of see that line here where it's almost seamless. That's more so a technical end on the designer, me, making sure each image before and after is sized and positioned accordingly in the same space I wanted to occupy. But once again, this video is long enough without that technical jargon filling up more time of me talking. But quick preview of what I'm working on. I'm recreating this design feature here over here. Hope you enjoyed. See you next video.